Grasshoppers. After our short instructional content that comes before our morning arena, looks like I am on page 2. Let's see who's taking over. Baklava Spore. Iamhuongry, by the way, is a terrific streamer. You may find her on Twitch on occasion, usually at this hour or earlier, as she is streaming from Hanoi. I am anxious to see how she progresses in her efforts. We are reporting drop frames. Take a quick peek as to what we can clobber in the background. As we rid ourselves of a few extraneous background apps that do not need to be running. Steam, Teams, see how Baklava's faring against Anarku, who's the mother of Rizev in Turkey. They have been a regular part of the dojo for the last few weeks. She is getting better and stronger. She was put into the question in chat not long ago by Papa's New, and it is not appropriate necessarily to bring that type of question up. One thing I do notice about these particular players is that if you do get them into time trouble in these particular situations, the ratings will reveal themselves. Anarku has a special space advantage. 2 very active bishops. Very tricky. Thank you to the Mad Quick Chats not long ago for the raid. Very happy to have started this stream with 4 viewers. As you hung out from the previous moment or two of silence. Nico, good morning. Even if this stream moves up 1 hour to 5 a.m., I'm still hoping to have a brief, less than 20-minute instructional every morning, recorded primarily for YouTube, promoting the future stars of Indian chess. Be they Prague, Mukesh, Saren, Baskiran. See what we can accomplish. Now, is it worth an exchange sacrifice in this position to play queen to c7 or knight to d7? It's a tough call. We are getting run, and Anarku are working together to some extent. Could require a rerouting of our knight to d7 to e5. Challenging the queen perhaps even with, yes, rook to e5 is an option. The pawn on d5 only appears to be attacked, by the way, as the pawn on e4 is going to fall. And white will have a 3-to-1 pawn majority on the queen side if those pawns are exchanged. Bishop takes d5. You can remove one defender of the bishop on d5 with queen takes b8. Both sides missed the queen winning. Queen takes f4. The queen was not protected. And queen takes g5. And bishop takes g5. Queen takes g5. There was a Botez gambit in that position. Declined by Baklava. Material has been returned as far as the pieces are concerned, but the pawns are going to remain overwhelming. So let's offer the trade of rooks to make this life a little bit simpler. Centralizing, offering, progressing, and a better sense of strategy. We can't afford to trade rooks, even if we attack that pawn, as there are more pawns where that came from. There are two simple ways to continue. I might have promoted my pawn with check and traded rooks, and one with the outside pass pawn, the a pawn. It is worth it to eliminate that counter. It is guarded against by the promotion of queen on c8. Life is starting to look a little rough for white. We can start to form our bridge. That's fascinating. Now, those mother and son duo, Anarku and Rizev, are not to be sneezed at. Rizev down here in number 8. I don't recall how old Rizev is, but I'm positive that they are working on chess together as a team every day. Very earnest in their appreciation of what's going on. Kingslayer Sloan. I don't remember the last time I had white against Kingslayer Sloan. It had to have been in a simul. We are playing knight f3 against this. Yeah, unfortunately we were dropping frames. Let's clobber the music as well, since we are a little bit lackey. We were dropping frames. I don't know that it resolved the issue. We haven't been dropping frames for about 7 minutes, so there might be other things going on. But as we bring this stream home, we're going to adopt a rather important policy. We are going to go into the full Tory attack standard operating procedure here. I've always been torn as to whether or not I'm going to play for bishop c4 in this position or continue with bishop to d3. Black is going to play e5. I cannot say it. We can identify it as a target with knight c4. Therefore, we are going to secure our on g4 isn't necessarily useful there. It does pin the knight temporarily, but we have our redundant knight on d2 ready to take over. We'll serve our knight well. I may want to castle queenside. Black hasn't committed his king either. It is a matter, of course, in being aware of your king's safety, which side of the board you want to. I don't know that I can help it, though, Shri Deep. I can only apologize, but on certain days I will still be here, able to run other arenas rather than the daily one. So it's possible that we will have our short instructional stream afterwards. Let's prepare to castle queenside, just in case. Okay. And as announced, the e5 square is being fought for. Now, if I capture on e5, my pawn on c3 does look a little bit silly. However, we do not have enough protection on the d4 square. And we'll see how this pans out. My opponent is fighting for the c4 square, the e5 square. We now have an awkwardly backward placed pawn on the e4 square. Could create a bit of a problem. Well, maybe not anymore. I feel like the move order in this particular situation did not work out. But Srideep, I will make amends on days when I can, by the way. Let's see if he can get aggressive on me. Can he get that aggressive on me? I'm going to try to lock that bishop out of the game. Mm-hmm. Do we?
Check.
Do we pay him a little bit of a visit? Well, so far so good. There doesn't seem to be any respite to a good extent for our king's safety. Queen to b4 check with a little bit of a hassle. We have a pawn on a2 that is anxious to get in on the action as well. Just going to continue using our space advantage. Interesting. That was totally uncalled for, sir. You'll note that I'm not threatening f6 since my queen is undefended. Or am I? Maybe another aspect of this in play. My opponent yielded.
Time is running out.
We're going to go for the winner material if we can.
Check.
No! Could create a different type of a problem. He's holding out fairly well.
This nation owes you a huge debt.
Let's keep up the attack on all these things. Pure and simple. I want the other rook to go to c1 to bother his queen if we get an opportunity.
Check.
Thank you for following Senior Black Knight. I have not seen you in some time. Find the best possible square for our queen. I'm not sure that there is a defense against bishop to b7 here.
Victory.
I was very lucky in that game. There was certain amounts of counterplay left on the table by the opponent. Not enough just to play and train every day, but you have to go over your games and analyze them. That is the key. So whatever it was that was running in the background is no longer there. So we can start re-enabling some of our items, including the music. I'll check the music levels again later as well, as we are now at 42. Nice! Sakatala. How long ago was that? Was that this year? Senior Black Knight tends to give me the impression that you are not necessarily a youth anymore. Senior Black Knight. Unless you're part of the Black Knight chess squad. Azerbaijan? Zakatala. There's someone who's better at geography than me. Where are you from, Senior Black Knight? And of course, if we have Smislav too still in the audience from earlier, our most recent subscriber. I'm looking for somebody. Training. We just recently reached 170 on our YouTube subscribers. If you've not yet subscribed on YouTube, now is the time. Monster, Tulia. We already know what the order of the business is today. How did I know that he was going to go for such an endeavor to exchange my slightly worse knight at the moment? Can we play f5? This is the question. Or square. Let's go this way. Yes. Are we covering that one? Enough? All right. Moment of truth. We're giving up both of our center pawns. How much do we hope to accomplish for this? As we dive into these squares here. G4, knight f6, queen g5. But I don't necessarily see a way around it. The knight is coming into the weak and dark square, so I can't allow that to happen either. So maybe our queen was better placed on e7. Let's offer it. He did not try to take advantage of the free pawn. I was offering a free pawn in that case, by the way. It was certainly a free pawn. E takes f5 cannot be met by g takes f5. It's a queen to g5 check. So let's just continue our offering. We're going to continue our offering. Well, he did clear the square. He did clear the square c3 for a reason, I had thought. Now g5 is still in the lurch, huh?
Time is running out.
We're going to offer more. That we can do. We want some exchanges, but my bishop on h3 is really not what it used to be. Cover all those squares. Just in case. Justin. Our bishop really wasn't amounting to much on that square. Keep everything under wraps if we can.
You lose.
I lost on time. Sylvie, I was enjoying my position. One of the problems with switching between the 5+5 and the 3+2. Senior Black Knight. You're going to make me look up the World Youth Championships or the Youth Chess Olympiad. From Zakatala. Let's see. The current one is in Nakhchivan. And is taking place in the 1st to the 11th of October, this under-16 Chess Olympiad. That could be the one that he is discussing. It is in Azerbaijan. I wonder if the United States has a team going to the Youth Chess Olympiad. Oh, this website is not that well done. Teams log. We have very little time to act if we're going to go this year. There are only 15 teams participating at the moment, but it appears to be a FIDE event in Azerbaijan. Type in Mr. Zakatala.
Ready.
And our coup, rising star among chess parents.
Time is running out.
Pick our drop frames. We seem to be good. Knight f3. We need a different approach this time. We're only getting 4 games in this event. We have to choose them wisely. Notice, on the other hand, that I was willing to play the Sveshnikov after having gone over the game. White has a slate. Let's continue our development. Can we restrict that knight's activity? It does look like I've done something wrong, but I'm actually okay. Bishop takes f3, queen a4 check was indeed the hitch in that line. So we're going to go for our weakened squares here. Positionally, we've managed to hornswoggle our opponent's structure by hornswoggling. The hornswoggling continues as we pressure more and more weaknesses. Interesting. Offering the pawn. I believe that we have an opportunity to simplify here. That's a good move. But what is the future of that knight? I'm attempting to win a piece. And can we force the exchange of queens now? This cannot be. Wait a minute, this seems like it's a copyright violation. It is not. It just seems too good to be true, doesn't it? Our opponent realizes they're losing more material now at this moment in time, I believe. I really regret having to give up this particular bishop, though. Let's restrict the knight. Should we restrict the knight? Let's try to restrict the knight. I really like my bishop. Keep him tied down. To the best of our ability, we'll keep him tied down. We're just going to continue offering trades until the trades cannot be offered anymore. And Arku, you are getting better. That was a difficult position because I created some good circumstances. Kingslayer Sloan is back. Ali, great to see you. You are getting better. Good morning. Please follow my friend Kingslayer Sloan. And it is iamhuongry's birthday today. I don't know that she's streaming. I'm at work now. You're not with young Mr. Rizev. Oh, I understand completely. It is one of the hazards of streaming as well, by the way. One of the hazards of streaming that I cannot focus as often.
Ready.
We have Eric Keto. So you played over the board yesterday until my stream started. Were you playing Blitz all night? In a club or with friends, Eric? No, you need to matter. We're following Marcia the Best's recommendation here. Do I want to play it this way? I think it's queen to b6 now. Actually, I'm off by a move. I'm off by a move. But it is getting rather creative, playing it this way. Should have knight c6 in, g3, and then queen to b6. Knight moves, knight e5, going after the e4, the c4 pawn. Next time. But it's good that I'm in this position now, as I will continue to look it up again later. Normally I like to play the Kasparov-Topalov gambit with e5. You don't play Blitz anymore, so it was casual chess? Nice. Let us challenge. Well, this has become very interesting. And I did not want it to become interesting at all. I really did not want this to become that interesting. Never be alone, Savannah. Savannah. Knight takes e4 does not look wise, right? But let's go for the other weak squares that we can go for. Do we wish? Better than the star. So, can I anchor that knight long enough? Knight d3, knight e3, not long enough, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. That's to be expected. Memories, they'll stay the same.
Victory.
You are correct, Eric. You are correct. MD Knight. Namaste, Dr. Knight. How are you, Chris? I'm so sorry I haven't been able to get to any of the tournaments that we've gotten to. I missed Sturbridge. How did you do in Sturbridge? Family stuff keeps coming up, unfortunately. It's really annoying. It was a very good and interesting game, and I did learn something, by the way. C6 first. And only after G3 was I going to play Queen to B6, but I rushed it just a little bit. I wanted to create a position that wasn't theory. Black is doing reasonably well on these lines in both of these. And on D to B5, Bishop C5 was the plan. Same exact concept, only different. I can't believe that I finished third. As a piece of the furniture, Eric actually finished third. Ali, thank you for being here. It is so lovely to see you. Unfortunately, it is picture day at school this morning. Yes, that's correct. It is picture day, and I do not have that much time. But I do hope that you catch the most recent instructional, my contribution to the Pawn Book Championships, from the Perpetual Chess Podcast interview. I listened to that Perpetual Chess Podcast very anxiously to see if the books that I felt were among the top would be Chess by Drazen Marovich. I believe those two are the best intermediate books that one could ask for as far as being introduced to the varieties of on elements that there are, whether it be structures, dynamic or static play, static centers. We're going to send it right back to Kingslayer Sloan. I really want to thank everyone for being here. Namaste. Please follow. By the way, please follow iamhuongry as well. It is her birthday. I am hoping that she will be streaming soon. Just going to take a quick peek as to the last time she was together. And I will always be there if she is interested or... Let's just take a quick peek. Our last video is 2 days ago. Please enjoy the amazing Kingslayer Sloan. My YouTube and video editor in New Zealand. Let me roll the credits for those of you who did not get it. Ali, namaste. Good to see you.